Andrew Tate is the most searched man on the planet right now, and he's recently making headlines for his hospitalization and the arrest of him and his brother Tristan Tate, which he's currently trying to appeal. In today's video, we'll be covering the latest updates on Andrew Tate, specifically regarding his arrest, hospitalization, appeal process, and ongoing legal issues. Andrew Tate, an influencer known for his controversial views, was arrested by Romanian officials on December 29th on charges of rape and human trafficking. According to the country's Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, Tate and his brother Tristan are suspected of recruiting victims for a criminal online adult content scam. The authorities have stated that the Tate brothers lured victims under the guise of genuine relationships, then transported them to houses where they were under constant surveillance and forced to act in adult videos, which were then sold online for profit. They were using the so-called lover boy method, where the Tate brothers acted like they genuinely cared about the girls, but were really using them for their own financial gain. Tate has proudly admitted to operating a similar scheme in the past. He proclaimed that he and Tristan once operated a total scam webcam business in which 75 women were paid to talk to men for $4 per minute, and the Tate brothers would pocket most of the money. This type of behavior is central to Tate's personal brand, that of a straight-talking hustler who films himself with exotic sports cars and close to models, giving the impression that by following his advice, one can live a similar lifestyle. Though Tate's been on social media for years, his videos began gaining mainstream traction last year, when clips of his angry diatribes and shady entrepreneurial advice regularly went viral on TikTok. Much of the discourse surrounding him relates to panic over the well-being of young men. During that time, middle and high school teachers reported noticing a major uptick in harassment and hate speech in their classrooms by their male students. In response, all the major social media platforms banned his accounts. Although under Elon Musk's ownership, Twitter reinstated his account in November, which had been removed since 2017, when Tate tweeted in the aftermath of the Harvey Weinstein allegations, "If you put yourself in a position to be illegally abused, you must bear some responsibility." Andrew Tate's boldness and social media image have made him the face of several unfortunate stereotypes in contemporary internet culture: the anti-feminist capitalizing on the Me Too backlash, the angry dude with a podcast mic, the self-proclaimed top G and biggest alpha male in the world, and the genius who created a pyramid scheme to promote his virility. His antics also make him extremely easy to make fun of, which is what happened on December 27th when he tweeted climate activist Greta Thunberg in an attempt to brag about how terrible his sports car collection is for the environment. Andrew told Greta, "Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions." To which Thunberg replied, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Surprisingly, this is now the fourth most liked tweet of all time. The Twitter exchange between Andrew and Greta occurred just 2 days before his arrest. Andrew responded to one of Greta's tweets with a video of himself next to a pizza box from a popular Romanian pizza chain. It's believed this is what allowed the Romanian police to locate his whereabouts. Romanian authorities have denied that this was the case and said they've been investigating his property since April 2022, although Greta playfully referenced the rumors in a tweet that read, "This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes." In a video of his arrest, Tate can be heard saying, "The Matrix has attacked me." Tate's arrest and the charges against him have led to a renewed call for the accountability of online influencers and the impact of their words and actions on society. Many have called for stricter laws and regulations to prevent individuals like Tate from using their platforms to promote potential harmful and controversial ideologies. On the flip side, there's also a large portion of the population that believes Andrew Tate is an overall positive influence to society and has helped countless men in their self-development pursuits. As for Tate's legal case, it's still ongoing, and the outcome is yet to be determined. However, the evidence and allegations against him are severe, and it's likely that he'll face severe consequences if found guilty. His brother Tristan is also facing similar charges and is currently under investigation. The victims of the alleged crimes have come forward, describing the traumatic experience of being forced into the adult industry. As for the next steps for Andrew Tate, it's up to the legal system to decide his fate. But one thing is for sure, his actions have serious consequences and have affected multiple people's lives negatively, and the victims of his alleged crimes deserve justice if he is in fact guilty. The case against him serves as a warning to other individuals who may be tempted to engage in similar criminal activities, that such actions will not be tolerated and that they will be held accountable for their actions. Shortly after his arrest, Andrew Tate was also recently rushed to the hospital during his time in custody. The reason for his hospitalization was allegedly due to a developing lung nodule, which can be benign but can also be cancerous at times. Tate announced the news on Twitter but remained vague about the issue. Many fans and YouTubers have made fun of it, and endless memes have started surfacing on the internet. His lawyer released a statement addressing the situation, stating that Tate's health was in a precarious state. He also stated that it was a very serious health problem and that it requires very special supervision. After Tate's hospitalization, he was released and is now back in custody. It's unclear what the outcome of his medical evaluation was, but it's important to note that his health is a serious concern and should be taken into consideration during his legal proceedings. Tate tried to file an appeal, but the Romanian court has rejected it, ruling that he must remain in custody while an organized crime investigation continues. The court rejected the appeal, which was against the seizure of belongings and prolongation of their arrest warrants. The Bucharest Appeals Court ordered all 4 defendants to be held in preventive detention for the full 30 days to which they were remanded. During that time in court, the brothers also argued that they had children who needed to be taken care of. In a live stream, Andrew Tate claimed that he has many children from different women. He's claimed in the past that all of his children adore him and love being around him. YouTubers like Hassan and some others have started to wonder if those children they were referring to were actually fellow YouTubers Tate has befriended, such as popular streamer Aiden Ross. The Tate brothers' lawyer expressed disappointment with the ruling, stating that it seems excessive. He argued that there was no evidence to support the allegations and that the defense has not been able to properly study the prosecution's file. He also pointed out that the criminal investigation file has not been made available to them to ensure the effective defense of their clients. To make matters worse for Tate, 15 luxury cars and over 10 properties or plots of land have been seized in Romania so far. The country's organized crime agency stated that the belongings were confiscated to prevent them from being concealed, to help pay for the investigation, and to pay damages to the victims if the suspects are convicted. The judge, who last week extended their preventative detention from 24 hours to 30 days, said that given their financial capacity, the possibility the brothers may evade investigation, leave Romania, and settle in countries that do not allow extradition cannot be ignored. Tate's lawyer also raised the question of whether intent on social media can stand as evidence in a criminal prosecution case, suggesting that Tate may have been playing a character on social media that bears no relation to real life. The outcome of this high-profile case is still uncertain, and time will tell if the Tate brothers will be found guilty of the charges against them. So there you have it, folks, the recent updates regarding Andrew Tate's arrest, hospitalization, appeal process, and ongoing legal battles. The Tate brothers will remain in custody while the investigation continues, and their future is about to be decided in court. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts if you think the Tate brothers are innocent or guilty. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. We'll see you